I like giving this example. If you meet a lion, the first thing is you say is you run.
You run.
Yes, but as in our industry, we say you never run away from a cat.
There's a cat.
Yes, a lion is a cat.
Hii ni tricky sana because ukiniambia lion ni cat.
Yes.
Nadhani ni kama ile pusi wa nyumbani.
Yes.
Alafu niende Yes, this is VMTV Kenya, and as usual, today is Saturday, 5 p.m. in the evening, and today we have a guest of honor and a special guest from Compliance Institute of Professional Study, and he will tell us his name when his time comes, and he will also tell us the kind of career course he's partaking the students in Compliance Institutes of Professional Studies. Yes, Mwalimu, karibu.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Such an honor to be here on air.
Yes, karibu sana.
Asante. So, yes.
Tunataka kuambie viewers pale nje majina yako kamili.
So my name is Emil
Yes.
Opio. I am a lecturer at Compliance Institute.
Yes.
I am the one who trains the tour guides.
Tour guide.
Tour guiding. I'm
Yeah.
the one who does the tour guiding course.
Wow.
And so part of my job is that not only am I a tour guiding lecturer,
Yeah.
I am also a tour guide myself.
Okay.
I'm a tour guide, I'm a tour leader, I'm a driver guide, I drive vehicles. And so I am also the one who trains them on the practicality of being a tour guide. So here in Compliance, what we do is that it's not so much about the lecturing part, the theory, but it's also about what actually happens in the field. We update them what happens in the field. That is why that is my job, because I am a field person. I still do safaris on some days when I'm not lecturing. I still do safaris. I also work in a company that does safaris. And so I'm able to give them a first-hand experience and training based on what is in the field. And then secondly, I also try and look for the students' opportunities out there. In case there's something, I hear somebody wants a guide, and among my students, I notice that he is good. Then also we can refer them to companies. Because one of the things that we got to discover is that nowadays companies are not looking for people out there.
Yeah.
They're coming to colleges. Because in a college, you can actually talk to the principal or talk to the teacher and ask him, I need 3 people. And because I am out there with the students, I know their behaviors. I know who is serious in learning. Sometimes we have a practical, you can know who is good, who won't let you down. Then I can say, you can take 1, 2, and 3 people. So that's what companies are doing nowadays.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Mr. Emil, I just want you to answer me simple question. What is this tour guiding? Because somebody who is outside there does not understand what is tour guiding and what are the skills required for you to attend the tour guiding.
Oh yes. The tour guiding itself, for you to become a tour guide is somebody who takes tourists out on safaris, and first of all, by law, you have to be licensed by the Ministry of Tourism. And for you to be licensed by the Ministry of Tourism to become a tour guide, you have to have gone to a college. And that college has to be one that is recognized and approved by the Ministry of Tourism to train tour guides. So we have a tour guide. You can also be a driver and a guide at the same time. So a driver guide is the one who drives and he's guiding at the same time. So like for example, we have the Land Cruisers and the safari vans, which have pop-up roofs. The driver is a guide also.
Yeah.
And so a tour guide on his own is, for example, you're not a driver, but you want to become a guide. So this is somebody who will have a driver and he will sit next to the driver and he will be in charge of the clients.
Okay.
That is what we call a guide now. Or somebody who, for example, you're going to Nairobi National Park and you want to take your family out and you have a small car. He'll say, I will take you, he'll sit in the car with you and he'll take you around the park and tell you about different kind of locations in the park. This animal does this. He educates you on the behavior of the animals. Or a guide can also take you through a city tour of Nairobi, can take you to the museum. So it's not only about driving, it's about it's a profession, it's a career line that you'll take people around them and you learn about the history of the place. An example I can give you is that if you go to a city that you've never been before, and you want to study it alone, it is hard.
It's very hard.
It is very hard. But if you get somebody who knows that place, a local in that area. For example, another good example I can give is that, we have guided tours of Kibera, the slum itself. If you go there on your own, you will get lost.
True.
So we have guides who take people on a guide of Kibera, the Kibera slum in itself, because it has its own kind of infrastructure, ecosystem, and how they live there. It is so different from the normal estate. So people go and do guiding walks in Kibera itself.
Mr. Enmil, I just wanted to know about what difference between the driver and guide, and or what advice can you give the youths out there to study only driving, or to study only tour guide, or to combine them?
That's a nice question.
Yes.
You see, the thing is that we have three categories.
Yeah.
You can be a driver, a driver guide, you can be a guide, you can be a tour leader. You see. Let me start with the driver. A driver guide is the one who his driving license has qualified him to drive a safari vehicle. We call them a TSV, tourist service vehicle. It's different from a PSV. A PSV is a public service vehicle. A TSV is a tourist service vehicle designed for carrying tourists, and you have to get a license for that one, a special license.
Okay.
And the requirement is that first of all you have to be over 24 years, and you should have at least a minimum of 4 years driving experience. That's when now you get it.
So without getting this 4 years experience, you cannot be a tour driver.
You cannot get a TSV. You have a normal license, but not a TSV. And this is issued by the National Transport Authority, NTSA.
So at the same time, you can be a tour guide as you study also, as you wait the years of experience to mature.
Yes. So what we usually tell people to do is that study the guiding part.
Yeah.
Because the driving, anybody can drive. At one point you can drive, but study the guiding part, because that is where everything is about. You see, you can be a guide, you can have clients, somebody can hire you to go with his clients and handle his clients on his behalf, and he will give you a driver. That driver can be a driver guide, but you being the lead guide in that vehicle, you're in charge of those clients. That is the main thing. So the driving part is an extra advantage to somebody. But many people who are coming up now, the youth who have just finished school, I would encourage them, get your driving license, and then also at the same time come and learn the guiding part and gain the experience.
They gain the experience.
Yes, because the guiding is about how you're going to handle these clients, how you're going to take them out there, how you're going to relate with them. Because it's not only about animals, it's about the social network, how you talk with them and explain to them about the culture. You see, a good example I can say is that we have 44 tribes in Kenya, and we are all different. We talk different, our cultures are different, but what brings us together? It is the language. It is English and Swahili. So these tourists or people from other countries don't know that about us. So the guide is the one who explains to them who we are and how unique we are. And then he learns about animals because animals are our main attraction. When you go to the parks, he'll be paid to talk about animals and why they behave in a certain way. I like giving this example. If you meet a lion, you know, the first thing is you say is you run.
You run.
Yes, but us in our industry, we say you never run away from a cat.
Because a cat.
Yes, a lion is a cat.
Hii ni tricky sana because ukiniambia lion ni cat.
Yes.
Nadhani ni kama ile pusi wa nyumbani.
Yes.
Alafu niende vitu ziende shagalabagala. Si nitakuwa nimeumia huko sana.
You see, you don't run away from a cat because he'll chase you.
Oh.
Yes, he'll chase you.
But if you just stand there,
you stand because that is the language. The cat is a hunter and you're a hunter. So the language is that let him communicate with him with your body language that I do not intend to attack you. So give him an option to escape. But if you run, he'll chase you.
Oh.
That is the thing. You give him
So
your back.
next time when I go to the park,
Yes.
I'll try that.
Not try. You have a high chance of staying alive. Now, that is where now the guide comes in. The guide now explains to the client, this is how these animals behave because he has studied them.
Yeah.
He's been taught about them. He's been explained to why we don't run. Why we don't run from an elephant. You see the point?
Yeah.
Why, how to avoid them. He's been explained to by the experts. He's been to the parks. He's been with the Kenya wildlife people. He's been with people like me and other guides who've gone there before. And so we explain to them and train the guides what to do. This same guide is also can also be a driver. But the most important part is the guiding part.
Guiding part.
That is the meat of everything. Then from there he can also learn a language.
There's somebody there from the TikTok family called Queen Golakinyi asking the same question. Does really language matters in tour guiding?
Yes, language matters in tour guiding also. Because I was going to go to the next step of a tour leader. Yeah. Because a tour leader is the one who is leading a trip. You can be leading a convoy of 3 vehicles, 2 or 1. You are the representative of the company in there. For example, if you have your company and you have your clients, I am a guide. I will be the tour leader on that vehicle. Then now we get the vehicle with a driver. You will hire me as a guide because you trust me to take care of your clients. Right. So you will pay me to take care of your clients in that vehicle. So I will go with them everywhere to protect the interests of your company. So I am the question. So there is the guide now. The guide is the meat of his everything. So you have your clients and then you hire me as a guide to take care of your clients because you know me. You don't know the driver. So I will go with the clients and be the guide in that vehicle and I have a driver. It can be even a bus, a small bus. He's the driver but I am the guide. I'm the one who talks to them. That is what a guide, the work of a guide is. The driver will be driving but I'll be guiding. At the same time, this guide can be a tour leader. A tour leader. He leads the trip, he briefs the trip, the clients on what is going to happen, especially on the long trips across countries, like we're going to Uganda for 2 weeks. You need a tour leader.
So what is the benefit or advantage of being a tour leader than a guide?
Actually, I would encourage guides to train also to become leaders. You see, for example, me, I am a driver. I can drive the Land Cruisers, I can drive the vans. I also do the overland safari trucks, the big lorries that carry tourists. I also drive them. I am also a mechanic. I can fix them.
So, kama mvua imenyesha pale kwa park.
Yes.
And the elephant is coming, gari ime stop. The engine has stopped. So, in that scenario, what can you help?
The way we are trained to do is that we usually study the body language of the elephant. You see, we know this is going to charge, it's not going to charge by looking at the body language. And okay, if it's switched off, then the best thing I can tell the clients is to keep quiet.
Or keep quiet.
Just keep quiet because it will not trigger the elephant to respond. Because if it's a bull elephant and he's walking straight to the vehicle and the angle is he's by accident, he's just coming straight to the vehicle, then they rather all keep quiet. because one, the vehicle is off. It's been, it's going to start. We cannot drive off.
Yeah.
And he's coming straight to you. Bull elephants are most likely to charge at anything that they find in front of them. So the best thing is to keep quiet and it will not get him triggered. That's it. Yeah.
How fast is a elephant when you want now to run away from it?
Yeah, they run fast. I think they do about 38 kilometers per hour,
What?
which is very fast.
That's very fast. Hiyo huwezi muacha ukikimbia kwa mguu, si ndio?
No, you cannot outrun him. You cannot outrun an elephant. You see, the thing is that one step of an elephant is 4 of yours.
What?
When he does one step, it's 4 of yours. So yeah, he'll get you. You know, there's this myth that people say that, you know, you run because the ears, if you're running downhill, the ears will cover his eyes and then he won't see you. That's not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. You know, he says that if you run downhill, he'll get stuck, you know, he'll tumble over. No, he will chase you. The best defense with an elephant is get to see him first.
Okay.
Usually, the mistake I've seen people do is that when you're walking in an area that has elephants, is that the people walk making noise, talking, putting earpods on their ears or headphones, and they have music, and so the elephant has an advantage, and he knows that you're coming.
Oh.
So he's able to know, can hear you because they use the sense of hearing and sense of smell. And secondly, in the wild, it's silence. Everything is quiet.
Everything is quiet.
Everything is quiet. The only thing you can hear is the sound of birds and insects and an animal. So they have the silence. So the moment humans come and they are talking, you break that rhythm and they're able to pick out that there's somebody coming.
So that's nature.
That is nature. And then second, when as people at home, we use soap.
Yeah.
It has a perfume. We use colognes. You know, we spray ourselves. So we have our scent, which is different from nature. So he will pick up your smell very easily.
Very easily.
Very easily.
There's somebody around.
Yes, there's somebody. This is human. This is not normal. Because he can smell a buffalo. He knows this is a buffalo.
Yeah.
He knows the smell of a buffalo. You know, even you can smell a cow. You can know this is a cow. So the human being, the scent, the soap he uses, that's enough for them to pick up.
Last time I went to a park and I saw the troop of baboons, and some were displaced and some were in another hand. What does that mean? Because there's some troops I saw, they were so isolated than they were not being wanted with the other guys.
So what happens in the animal kingdom, there's some that operate in packs.
Yeah.
And a pack is controlled by the dominant males, and they have females, or they call them a family.
Yeah.
So they're just like us humans. They live as families. That family and this family. So if a group from another area comes, a family from another area, we call them a pack.
A pack.
Comes, that's trouble. There'll be a fight, so they'll have to stay away from each other, or they're going to fight.
Okay.
Yeah, the animals tend to be a bit territorial. Yeah, especially baboons. Yeah, there'll be a fight, and so they'll stay together for the sake of security. Yeah.
There's somebody also from TikTok, anaitwa Reginator. Reginator is asking, what are the challenges you people get as a tour guides when you go to the park and it rains?
The moment you want to take the career as a tour guide, first of all, just know you're going to be away from home. That one, just prepare yourself for that one. Rain is not so much of a challenge because most of the vehicles are 4x4s.
Yeah.
It depends. If your vehicle is not a 4x4, then you have to, in the training now we tell them, this is how you handle rainy seasons. For example, one of the challenges I say is that during the game drive, we use what we call visual navigation.
Visual navigation.
Visual navigation. Visual navigation means that we do not use Google Maps or a compass in the park because the park is big,
It's big.
over 1,000 kilometers square. or 700 kilometer squares. So you're this dot in the middle of nowhere. How do you know where you're supposed to go back, where your lodge is? And you're just in the middle of nowhere. So we know the surrounding, the hills. We look at study the hills.
The hills around.
Yes, the hills around the landscape. We study that. Then you know this is the direction to home. If I go this direction towards that hill, I'll find this road, and then I can get back my compass. Yeah. That's what we call visual navigation. So when it's raining, is that those hills get obscured. It becomes white everywhere. So you lose your visual navigation. Haujui mali huko. You don't know where you are. That's when now you get lost, and then you go around in circles, and then now you can end up spending the night in the park. Most tour guides know that. Most driver guides know that about that feeling. So when it starts raining, you need to get yourself to a point where by now you know exactly where you are and which direction you take to get to the main roads. Because we have the main roads, and then we have these small inroads.
Wow.
Yes.
So somebody also is asking, this from WhatsApp, Hamon Kate. Hamon Kate is asking, what are the requirements for the tour guide course?
Excuse me. One of the requirements is that at least you should have finished Form 4. You know, the tour guiding course is not so much stringent. You know, like, you know, you have to have gotten an A in this, you know, high marks. It's at least you have school education.
Yeah.
Finished Form 4. We don't so much look at the marks, but we look at the interest you have, because it's a skilled job. You could have gotten not very good marks. Like I said, for example, you got enough. Enough is an E. You know,
Enough is an E.
enough is an E.
Today I'm learning. I've never thought of that.
No, it is enough.
Enough is an E.
Yeah,
so
enough.
when somebody gets an E,
Enough,
he has gotten enough.
Yes, he's gotten enough. Yes, he got enough in school. So that is not the thing. You see, you can get enough in school,
Yeah.
but that is not you.
That's not you.
Yes. Maybe for some reasons, maybe you are stressed or kind of stuff, you're going through different things at home or life pressure. And now we're giving you an opportunity to come and bring out the skill in you.
Yeah.
Because it's a skilled job.
Yeah.
It's a personality job. It's, you see, I know somebody who has a heavy accent. He's from Kiambu. And he has this accent when he speaks English. But he's fun. He's fun to be with. And so he's so entertaining.
Yeah.
And he has one of the biggest companies, tour companies now.
Wow.
Because of him just speaking. Yeah.
Mr. You said you own a company for tour guide, right?
No, I don't own. I work with.
Oh, you work with.
Yes. Yes.
What is the company? Somebody outside there wants to know the company, and he wants you individual, because when they amekuona hapa umpeleke tour pale Nairobi National Park. What are the requirements?
Okay. For permission's sake, I will not mention the company I work for, because this is media.
Yes.
I usually have to get permission from the company, to mention them. Yeah. However, the thing is that the good part is that if you want to do a simple game drive like Nairobi National Park, you can actually take a matatu, public transport, which is the cheapest one, get down there to the park, and there are vehicles that are located there.
Okay.
Some of the guides in those vehicles are people who are trained in compliance.
Wow.
Yeah, many of them are trained here. Actually, we train them. And they are there. Their vehicles that are located there. If you have your own, we call it a self-drive, you can drive there. There are also guides there who are not in vehicles, who will sit in the car with you and take you around the park at a small fee. You see. So if you want to do a game drive, that is available. We also have, if you get in touch with us, maybe in compliance, we have some companies that do departures,
Yeah.
you know, group departures to weekend departures. Like we have a lot of companies doing Samburu Game Reserve. You leave on Saturday, come back on Sunday, and the prices are very fair. For example, I'll just give for now at this current date, they're charging like 9,900 shillings
per
for
day.
an overnight. No, for the overnight, everything.
Now I need to plan to join your trip soon and very soon because I like touring around and learning more about nature. So tell us, in compliance, you have said that there's so many alumni of compliance there
Yeah.
at Nairobi
Yeah.
National Park, and I see compliance doing a great job. To those youths who are still doubting whether tour and guide is paying, mtu anasema pale nje, does this course pay, and how do I get job after taking the course in compliance?
That's a good question.
Yes.
You see, it comes back to earlier on as mentioning about you can be a guide, you can be a driver guide first of all, you
Yeah.
can be a guide, you can be a tour leader.
Yeah.
And I was saying that, for example, the skills that I learned being in the field is that I learned mechanics, basic mechanics. That means if I break down, I know what to do. I can get a call and told, fungua hii, open here, get out. So you learn mechanics. I learned how to cook on safari for clients.
So you
'Cause
know how to cook?
Yes, I was trained by a cook on safari. So a cook, a safari cook, taught me because I was the tour leader, and then I had to learn how to cook in case he falls sick. So I learned how to cook.
I wish that one day we travel with you, so I taste the food you have cooked.
So what I tell people to do is that come learn to be a guide,
Yes.
but also learn other skills that give you an advantage in the market.
Wow.
I am a guide. I am also a tour leader. I am also a cook. I am a driver. I am also a mechanic. I can drive the big trucks. So if somebody comes who is only a guide, that is the only skill he has, they will take me because I have extra skills in one. So somebody comes, he's only a guide, and somebody who comes and he's a driver and a guide,
And a guide.
two in one, they will take the two in one.
Oh, that's the advantage.
That is the advantage.
Wow.
So I tell people, finish school, come we teach you the guiding, also learn a language. So you are two in one. And then learn other skills, right?
Yeah.
Polish your English, become good, because we make money from speaking.
You make money from speaking.
Speaking.
Do you hear that? Some people, you have been speaking a lot like a parrot
Yeah.
there at home,
Yeah.
but you don't make money. But somebody at compliance makes money by speaking.
By speaking.
So means any talent can give you money.
Yes, if you are a people person,
Yeah.
that talent can be cultivated. You can be somebody who's quiet, but in you, we say in everybody there's wealth. There's a richness inside them. You see, that is what you bring out.
Yeah.
Tour guides, driver guides, or tour leaders is one of the best jobs in the whole world.
One of the best.
One of the best jobs in the whole world.
world.
Because you're being paid to take people on holiday. People pay to go on holiday.
Yeah.
You are being paid to take people on holiday.
So that means you always enjoy the holiday.
Yes,
Because you are paid
you're
to
paid
take
someone on holiday.
And on someone's payment, you still ride yourself. You enjoy the holiday.
I've flown in planes.
Yeah.
I've taken planes. I've been on safari. I've gone to places. I've slept in hotels. The food. We eat 5-star food. If you go to big hotels, the 5 stars, and you're a guide, you will eat the same food the clients are eating.
Wow.
Yes, the same food, the dining, you'll be served by waiters. Accommodation will be different. They'll stay in,
Higher.
but still these lodges give drivers what we call a driver's quarters. So they are given accommodation. It's a good room with soap, hot showers, white bed sheets. When it comes to eat, we go to the dining. sit with the clients in most lodges in the parks. It depends on where you're going. Yeah, there's a disclaimer on that one. But most lodges, if you're going to like in Masai Mara, you're going to Samburu, and the clients in the park, they have what we call drivers' quarters. So you will dine, and the crew, the drivers, are charged a very small fee, very small fee,
Very small fee.
very small for the room and the food. So small that I can't even mention it here.
There's a time I was traveling. I sat next to the driver for front, and we reached somewhere in Nakuru. Then we were told you have 20 minutes to relax yourself.
Yeah.
Then this driver walked in and told me, mimi naenda kukula chakula. Then nikamuliza, how much do you pay as a driver? For these hotels, we as the drivers, tumewaletea clients, so we don't pay.
Yeah.
So nyinyi kama clients ndio mwende mlipe mkule. So nikasema kumbe the drivers mnasikia tu vizuri hivi.
Now you see, the thing is that it's a relationship we have. You see, our clients, when we're traveling with them, they get tired, and also the driver gets tired, and then we try to, because they're on holiday, you do not want to do 5 hours just on the road. So we break the drive, the monotony of the long drive, and so we go to places that have facilities that would take care of our clients' needs. For example, clean toilets. You want your clients to go and use a clean toilet. We call them washrooms. All right? At the same time, the food is good. It is clean food and hygienic. The places we stop, touristic stops, especially in souvenir shops, is that they understand the nature of our business. That we want, first of all, the security of our clients where they stop, of our clients' items in the vehicle. We just don't stop anywhere because we do what we call, in quotes, close body protection. We have to protect our clients as guides. So we have to stop in somewhere secure. Second, the food that is there is also good. That they know that the hygiene standards have to be maintained. We don't have to deal with stomach infections or food poisoning. And then at the same time, they can also buy souvenirs and take them home because it's a touristic stop. This is the only place they'll buy souvenirs. So they can buy souvenirs and carry them without being harassed. It's not like a marketplace. In return, these guys, in gratitude, they offer us a meal. You can have something. You see the point? So it's a relationship we have with them. They're giving us, they're making sure my clients are taken care of, and they take care of me also. So I take them to them. So a free meal is not a bad one. I think that's a good idea. Then I remember that drivers are not, they are drivers, they don't have this big salary. They're not on holiday. They are working.
They are working.
The tourists are on holiday.
They've
saved.
That's the
But the driver is working. So even as much as we are taking people on holidays, the best job, we are still working. It's a job. You're working, there's a responsibility. You are always thinking about the security of your clients. It's a responsibility in itself. A lot goes through the mind.
So, Mwalimu, I just want you to answer this simple question, that what advice can you give youths outside there who are crying, there's no job, and the kind of skills they studied, they are stagnant, and link it with the course of tour and guide so that they can come on board and they get guidance from you?
The tour guiding course, currently, I have come across many people who have started the domestic tourism. Domestic tourism is actually one of the biggest income earners in the Kenyan tourism. It's almost catching up with international tourism. And so come learn as a guide. And then go and license. Once you get the tourism license for a guide, you can now register a company. And then now start what we call domestic tourism. Domestic tourism is about dealing with the local market. Now, the local market, the charges are different from international market. So it deals with volumes. That is where now the overland trucks come in. You know, you will put a picture of an overland truck. They're the big ones. They carry many people, from 24 to 30 people.
Yeah. Oh.
You see, that's where now it comes in. So they can actually organize for group departures, which is actually cheaper to travel in an overland truck, because the truck comes with tents. If it's a 30-seater, it comes with 15 tents, 2-man tents. It comes with 32 mattresses, including for the driver. You can hire a cook to come on that vehicle. It comes with a kitchen, water tanks, anything that you need for safari is in that vehicle.
Wow.
And so the cost of the transport is divided by 30 people. So it is way cheaper than taking a luxury Land Cruiser, which is it might be more expensive. It is not expensive. It is not, maybe not affordable to a certain kind of class, because the Land Cruisers on the road, the poor, it is not expensive. It is just that the market, the target market, can't afford that one. But the Land Cruisers are the best, you know, to go on safari on.
Do you have an age limit to study this course?
At least you need to be over 18. I can put it that way. Yeah, but the main thing is that just finish college. I mean, school. Some people finish before they're 18. I think that is okay, because if you finish school, finish your form 4, and you have your certificate, then you just do it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is the driving license that they check on the age.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have so many ladies in this career, or only men are most likely to like the career?
You know, surprisingly, we have ladies who are coming in, and the industry is really supporting ladies. There's a demand for lady guides.
Oh.
There's a huge demand for lady guides.
So ladies outside there.
Kabisa, if you're a lady, you know you're good, you're an outdoor person.
Yeah, go to compliance.
Come to compliance, you know, we will train you. There's a huge demand for lady guides.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you have a driving license, even the better. Yeah, there's a huge demand, because it's a male-dominated industry. Yeah, and so yeah, you need to think about it also as a lady, you know, because it will take you away from home.
Yeah. Do this type of career affect the married people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everything has its pros and cons.
Yeah.
Everything has its advantages, its disadvantages. It's a good job, it's a good business. I mean, job, business, career, you know. If you're married, yes, it will test your marriage. Not even marriage, even your relationship.
Oh.
Yeah, it will put it to test. To the
Sometimes
maximum.
umekwama pale kwa nini? Kwa wanyamapori huko umekwama ndani.
Sana sio kukwama. It's not even getting stuck in the park. It's staying away from home.
Staying away from
That is
home.
the way it will test your marriage. That
because
one will test
full
you.
time you will be outside.
Most of the times you'll be out on the road, and then it has money. If you do your job well, it brings in good money. You know. However, it will take you away from home, and there'll be that disconnect between you and your family. So you really have to balance family and your job. And I tell people, if you have a wife, take her out on safari. Go with her and take her out on safari. Pay and go on a safari with her, so she can see.
So you can
If you
get
have a
also
girlfriend
experience.
if you see, or a boyfriend, take them out on safari, so they can see that you're not out there just having fun.
Yeah.
It's a job.
It's a job.
Yes, because people imagine that you're really having fun, you know, like what they see on the movies. No, it's not. It's different.
Like there's a time we were going to Nairobi National Park, and there's a lady who said, I want to experience this kind of tourism in the park. Then the experience came when we were stuck, and the lion was there, and she was told, you have to come out from this vehicle to go behind, because where you are sat is a battery, and we need to
access the battery.
the battery. And she was like, huh? Ndio huyo le lion. Mimi ni talking and lion.
Actually, I was on that safari.
Oh, you were there,
I was
right?
there. We were convoy of several vehicles. And so one of the vehicles, the battery terminal became loose.
Yes.
Because we go on rough roads.
Yeah.
So the terminal became loose. And then there was this lion couple that were mating.
Yeah.
So they were just seated there. And then these vehicles had to move.
Yes.
Because we were 3 of us. I think 4 vehicles.
Yeah.
And he was blocking the way. And it's off and he couldn't
off.
start. So the only way he can start the car is that they have to get to the battery.
Yeah. And you
And
have
so,
started
and the lady sitting in the front next to the driver, the battery is under her seat.
Yeah.
So,
I think that experience, you can never go back to the park again because it was your first time.
yes,
going there.
and the lion was just there. It was just sitting there. So the driver waited for the lion to be looking somewhere else, looking at, I think he was looking at some gazelle or something. He was like, get out, get to the back. You know, so she opened the door and I had to run back. You know. And
So,
she, you know,
if you have a wife or a girlfriend who is stressful because Anna feel that you are enjoying life there, you need to take her with you so that she experience life in the park.
Yeah.
So next time hata ukikuja home late ataelewa. Ukilala nje ataelewa.
That one, they have stories.
Yeah.
They have stories. They are stories.
So Mwalimu, what is your parting shot to the youths outside there and the aged people who also want to venture in this course? Do you allow even the old people around age 40 and above to study the course?
Yeah. Me, I'm 40 and above. And, you know, anybody can do it.
Wow.
Anybody can do this one. It's just, you just have to have the passion and understand it's a job that has accountability.
Yeah.
You get licensed and you have to go by the rules of the country, and we are governed. We have the do's and the don'ts. That's why you have to go to college. There's a way we handle our clients. You see, we're not rough with them. Yeah. So you know. So if you're above the 40s, you can come and give it a try. You know, come and not give it a try. Come into it.
Do it.
Do it. It's just 6 months. 6 months is just that, and get it done. Get licensed by the Ministry of Tourism.
Apart from English, do we have any other language can you have to know to be in tour guide?
The more the international languages you know, the better for you, because it means that you can now deal with different markets.
Okay.
The English we speak came from the British market. So the people who are colonized by the British, Europeans are the ones who speak English. Then now we have the French, we have the Italians, we have the Spanish. So the French speaks French, Spanish speaks Spanish, Italians speak Italian, you see? The Germans speak German. So the more languages you can get as an extra, it's an advantage because it means that now you can now handle people from that country. It is like you're a guide in Nairobi and you can speak Kikuyu. And so if I get clients from Central, I get clients from Eldoret, from the, you know, who speak, let me say, the native language of Kalenjin, I'll need a Kalenjin guide who can speak their language because there's a language barrier. It's the same thing with international tourism.
So the more you know languages, the more you get more clients.
Yes, it means that you can now work with clients from that country. You can now speak what us we speak in English. You can speak it in Spanish. You can guide them in Spanish. You can speak Mandarin, for example, for the Chinese.
So, Mwalimu, if I'm taking this course and I want to study Germany also, is there any school that offers German, or is also the same school offers it?
Yeah, compliance does offer languages.
Wow.
We do offer languages. We have German, we have Italian, and we also have Spanish.
Wow.
You can take the course and also do this one at the same time. You know, the earlier you do it, the better. You know, so it is an advantage if you can speak the language, a foreign language. It always helps. It's a skill that always adds advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Mwalimu, you as a teacher, how many years have you been in this industry?
Actually, I will not say exactly how many years, but
Yeah.
I've been in the industry for more than 15 years.
More than 15
Way
years.
more than 15 years.
Means
you know.
you have more experience
Yes,
and
yes.
you can even be chasing lion right now.
No. I'll get trouble with the KWS, with the Wildlife Service. The thing is that I was privileged
Yeah.
to do safaris in Kenya, in East Africa, and to do by road all the way down to Cape Town,
Wow.
like this. So that's why you find that my hair is all come here. I used to have hair, it all came down. Yeah,
They all came
it's
down.
migrating. It's coming.
Quite interesting.
It's called the migration. You know. So
Okay.
yeah, that is the thing. I have many years on the road. So what we are doing now, I am doing now is that I'm passing on knowledge to the next generation.
Mwalimu Kirui asking for the contact information for the school so that he can start this journey of tour guide.
Okay.
Yes.
We are located on Nature House.
Nature House.
Along Tomboya Street. If you just come, if you don't know Tomboya Street, just look for Afya Center. It's a beacon in Nairobi.
Yeah.
It's a green tall building. So you come up just a few meters from Afya Center, past the butter shop. It's a shoe shop. You'll see Nature House, and we are on third floor of Nature House. You know, just walk in. We are not such a fancy college, but it is what we are giving out to the people that makes us very unique and very special. You see, so you come there, you come to the reception, ask them about it, and they will give you all the information when our next intake is. You know, you can get to meet me also if I'm available.
So this college has been into industry for how long?
Compliance is over 20 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Over 20
Over
years.
20 years old. Over 20 years old.
Then somebody who was born in 2000.
Yeah.
You are almost the age mate with compliance.
That's a disclaimer. I have a disclaimer. I didn't say that.
You are age mate.
You can come. You can come.
Okay, Mwalimu, tell the viewers your last shot.
Yeah, my parting shot is that guiding is anybody can become a guide because, as I said, it is a pass. It is about your personality. Do you like being a people person? You know, we will train you. We will show you how to go about it. Yeah, we will train you in your personality and how to look at your personality. So we don't only talk about animals in the training. It's about even you as yourself. We talk about business, how to go about it. You know. So yes. So I would really like to encourage you out there in case you're thinking of taking a guiding course. You know, there will always be a need for more guides to come, and especially the domestic tourism market is really expanding. Then it is something that you should think of coming and doing. And also, we also have freelance guides. These are self-employed also. So it also does have opportunities for you to start on your own.
Okay, Mwalimu, I want to thank you so much for coming on board on VMTV Kenya, and this is your favorite show every Saturday at 5 p.m. Don't always miss it by subscribing and liking and sharing this information to your friends. This is VMTV Kenya, and we welcome everyone on board outside there who wants a show like this. You can just call our number down there, then we shall book for you the interview. Right now, I just want to ask you, Mwalimu, before you go, make sure you get a tea. We have a tea in our kitchen here. Then make sure you pass through. Then you get a cup of tea before you leave the studio.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Such a pleasure.
Thank you.